Hey guys, welcome back to the AC Test Kitchen. So we make a lot of cookies here at the Addison Choate. A lot. We serve them in the afternoon with tea, in addition to some of our other snacks that we've shown here. So I should say, if you have any suggestions or if there's any cookie recipes that you guys would like to see, put them down below in the comments. So today we're going to make our play on chocolate chip cookies, and these are chocolate chip toffee cookies, and they are amazing. They are not your DoubleTree chocolate chip cookies. Sorry, DoubleTree. So let's get started. So you are going to start by combining all of your dry ingredients and putting them in a bowl and just whisking them together so that everything's nice and incorporated. So we're going to take our 11.5 ounces of flour, our 1 tablespoon of salt. Yes, 1 tablespoon. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not, because these have a fair amount of sugar to them. You're going to take your 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon and your 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're just going to whisk those together so that everything is nice and incorporated. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside for just a minute. Now we're going to use our stand mixer paddle attachment, and we are going to combine our white and brown sugars and the butter that you've browned and re-solidified in the fridge. So you're gonna mix that on low-ish to medium speed, start low and then gradually increase until that's nice and incorporated together. And then we'll add our eggs. Okay, when that is nice and combined and creamed, we're going to start adding our ice cold eggs. We're gonna add them one by one. So add 1 egg, incorporate, and then add the other egg and incorporate. We are also going to add our vanilla bean at this time because it's not really a party if VB isn't invited, right? Just saying. Okay, now we're going to add our second egg. And you do want to try to whip some air into that butter so that your cookie has a nice fluffy consistency. So when that is nice and creamy and combined and fluffy, you are going to add in your dry ingredients. Now, I would recommend doing this in 2 batches. So add half, just incorporate, and then add the other half and just mix until it's just incorporated. Because remember, we're gonna add some chocolate chips and some toffee, and there's gonna be some additional mixing, and you do really want to avoid gluten development because you don't want a tough cookie. Heyo. Mix until just combined. About there, and then you'll add the rest of your flour. And you'll see that start to come together. All right, about there. Now we are going to add our chocolate chips, and we're gonna add our toffee. You can do this to taste. I think the ratio of 2 cups to almost a cup of toffee works really, really well. And then stop, because you don't want to overmix. So what you need to do now is take this batter, wrap it in plastic, and we're we're gonna put it in the fridge, and it should stay there for at least an hour, up to 3 days. And that will allow the flour to absorb some of the moisture that you've added to the batter and really allow everything to get nice and incorporated. And putting a nice ice cold dough into the oven will give you a very fluffy cookie, which who doesn't love a good fluffy cookie? So we'll take this and put it in the fridge. Let's make some cookies, yeah? So you're gonna get your mitts in there, nice clean mitts. And you're gonna form this into decently sized balls. Because again, I want these to be big cookies, so. This is a disaster. Don't throw this at yourself or other people. Okay, so when you have a nice ball shape, you're going to break it in half, like that. And then you are going to smoosh it back together to give it some nice height. And this will create a really nice, rustic, craggly, puffy cookie. And it's so good. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, so preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then we're gonna pop these in for between 12 and 17 minutes, depending on how big you make them, depending on level of doneness you personally like in your cookie, and also depending on your oven's heat. So right when you pull them out of the oven, we're gonna take some flaky sea salt, and we're just gonna sprinkle that over the top. And it's okay if it doesn't all stick. You just want to get some like nice craggly bits of salt happening. Let's grab one of these and break into it. Oh yeah. Look at this. Salty, sweet, soft and tender on the inside, nice and crunchy on the outside. Truly, this is, in my humble opinion, the best chocolate chip cookie recipe there is. So, enjoy, happy making, and thanks for tuning in this week to AC Test Kitchen.